Breaking news in Durham, where a woman was shot while driving her car and ended up crashing it.
Two other shootings happened last night in Durham, killing one man and leaving 5 others injured.
And when people called 911 after those shootings, no one answered. With one woman, she says she called 6 times. 6 times before someone picked up. Tonight, CBS 17's Crystal Price is live at McDougal Terrace. And Crystal, did the city tell you why those calls went unanswered?
Well, Angela and Russ, we just got here to McDougal Terrace to another shooting that happened. If you'll take a look, you can see a woman was driving her car when she was shot. Now, police say she's been seriously injured. Now, as you were saying, last night when people tried to call 911 about that other shooting, they said they couldn't get an answer. We've been reporting for months about how they're short-staffed at the 911 call center. Now, the 911 call center says the surge in calls last night was one reason why the calls weren't answered as quickly, but people who live in these communities say that's a problem.
I got close to my house and then the shots just started ringing out.
When Ashley Kennedy tried to call 911 about a shooting at McDougal Terrace, she says it took a while for her to get through.
I called 911 6 times, and finally on the 6th time I actually got someone from 911.
She says that she and others in the community were rendering aid to the man who had been shot while working on this car.
We were just holding wounds, holding the wounds. We were just, talking to him, trying to keep him alert.
She says her neighbors at McDougal were the first responders, and she argues you shouldn't have to call 911 that many times to get through.
I know you guys are understaffed, but there's still no excuse for it.
How would you feel if you were trying to get a hold of 911, if you were at a shooting trying to get a hold of 911 and no one answered?
Yeah, horrified, scared.
Shortly after I reached out to Durham City Councilman Mark Anthony Middleton about these concerns.
Listen, there's no shame in our game. If we need help to staff 911 in the interim.
He asked City Manager Wanda Page during today's City Council work session if Durham would consider asking the Raleigh-Wake 911 call center to help them answer their calls again. From December 2020 to the end of May, Raleigh-Wake 911 helped Durham answer an average of 1,900 calls a month. In May, they were down 26 people. On June 1st, the city told us they had enough call takers to get the job done.
3 new operators, our part-time staff, and of course all the efforts of our existing staff will all be able to handle that call volume that previously was going to Raleigh.
But now, Page says it was Raleigh-Wake's decision to no longer assist them back in June. But Middleton says the city should seek help from somewhere.
I can't imagine governing a city where folk are calling 911 and they're not getting a response.
And we're still waiting to get more information about this shooting out here. City Council will further discuss what can be done to address the 911 call center problem at their next city work session in September. Reporting live in Durham, Crystal Price, CBS 17 News.
All right, Crystal, thank you.
Well, today marks 2 years since 9-year-old Zion